iRadio stands as the most trusted and popular radio station in South Sudan, backed by recent surveys with a loyal listener base. Your message will reach a wide audience effectively.
Extensive network. iRadio is not just a radio station. It's a network of interconnected stations. When you partner with iRadio, we'll broadcast your program across multiple locations such as Wow, Awil, Kwajok, Yambio, Bor, Rang, Malakal, and Baliet, ensuring maximum coverage and impact.
Regional presence. iRadio footprint extends to the states of Western and Northern Bahr el Ghazal, Western and Central Equatoria, Jonglei, Upper Nile, and Warab. By collaborating with iRadio, you can connect with diverse communities and target audiences in these regions.
Community engagement. Partnering with iRadio means engaging with communities at a grassroots levels. Your message will resonate with listeners in various locations, fostering meaningful interactions and driving brand awareness.
Comprehensive coverage with stations in strategic locations like Reng, Malakal, and Baliet. iRadio offers comprehensive coverage that reaches both urban centers and remote areas. Your partnership with iRadio ensures visibility across a wide geographic area.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to amplify your message with iRadio. Partner or advertise with us today and make your voice heard across South Sudan.
Your voice matters more than you know. Every time you call iRadio, every time you share your perspective, every time you give your opinion on air, you are practicing freedom of speech. You are protecting media freedom. You are keeping independent radio alive. You are actively participating in the governance process. Many may not realize it, but those calls, comments, and conversations are not just talk. They are acts of public participation, the heartbeat of a free and open society. By speaking up, you help hold leaders accountable, raise community issues, and shape national conversations. Without your voice, the microphone goes silent. Keep calling, keep talking, because when the people speak, democracy breathes.
iRadio, put your eye on South Sudan. iRadio, your eye on South Sudan. iRadio.
The Dawn on iRadio.
Yes, a very good morning to you and welcome to the second hour of the Dawn program here on iRadio, a live broadcast from the capital, Juba. My name is Emmanuel Joseph Akile and today is Monday, the 16th of June 2025. 13 minutes now after the hour of 7. Now let's move on with our program and we cross to Lake State, where at least 60 local government administrators in the state have undergone training on the prevention of sexual and gender-based violence in workplaces. Now, it is an initiative aims to equip officials with the necessary knowledge and skills to foster safer and more inclusive work environments, reinforcing efforts to combat sexual and gender-based violence known as SGBV at institutional level. Elizabeth Henry Angok, the chairperson of South Sudan Women in Local Government Association, highlighted the significant challenges faced by women administrators across the country, including a lack of assignments, limited training opportunities, and delayed promotions. Angok also disclosed that similar training sessions will be conducted across all the states and the three administrative areas. She stressed the local and local governments being the closest administrative bodies to communities, operate in Payams counties, customary courts, and also market areas where GBV frequently occurs. Now let's listen to what she had to say.
This is Association of the Local Government Officers, females, including women in the community. My aim to come to Rumbek today for this training is for all 10 states. I support by UNIMIS Department of Gender. So I went to the rest of the state. This is the 7th state. Now I'm in Rumbek. From here I will proceed to Malakal. Because the aim is we want to link the local government officers and WILGA, especially WILGA office at the state level, to the partner of SGBB. Because before there is not SGBB, they are there, but the local government is not part of PACHA. But this time we need local government to be one of the actors of SGBB. 2, the network. I want to have network with the WILGA and the rest of the institution in the state, and even the county and Payam. The 3rd one, I want to witness the formation of the office of WILGA in the state. Meet the authorities, sit with the coordinators, take the data collection. We want to know how many female in local government and how many officers in local government, generally in South Sudan. So now this training is aiming of the GBB and SRGBB prevention and response. That is why I'm here. They have a lot of challenges. The formation came after we call all the 10 state females and 3 are demonstration for induction course. And we ask them about the challenges. And we find the challenges are common. Also, when I came to the state, there is a lot of the challenges. Some women are not assigned, and there is an adequate number of the female administrative officer. Non-capacity building, they need a lot of the capacity. They need to be empowered, and then they are not promoted. So this is the challenges I got from the old state I moved in South Sudan. But this one, we know how can we deal with it. That is why I move. I want to identify exactly where is the problem so that I will go and do something. Secondly, we want to link them with the issues of GBB because it's common in the local government. Who is a local government? It's the people who are closing with the community. They are the one working in Payam County, customary code, market. And those are the area where is the GBB and SGBB exists. They are supposed to be part of PACHA, to be responding and preventing. The message of South Sudan, we want to share to them to say, local government, they are the community government. And they are the one deliver services to the people. It's closing with the people. It's a bridge between people and the government and the central government. We need you people to work together with them. Respect the female leaderships, even at community level. We need women chief also to be respected, has a title, a chief like a man also. We need in local government also, when you have executive director, you must respect it also at county level, to be like you. So that is my message to the people, to make sure to understand the GBB issues and to respond. The GBB need all of us. It's not for one person.
Yes, we had there from Elizabeth Martha speaking there in Lake State. Now let's also listen to Adior Maker, who's a local government administrative officer in Rumbek Center and a training participant who noted that the workshop significantly improved participants' understanding of the types of GBV prevalent in their communities. She said it also clarified the responsibilities of local government officials and other stakeholders in tackling the issue of GBV. Now let's listen to her.
So I've attended today's training in Goshen concerning about the GBV as gender-based violence, mostly sexual gender-based violence. And on this training, we have learned some of the things about GBV. First of all, we have learned about type of GBV, and most type of GBV have been practiced by our community, and most of the community change, and some of the community are still to be aware to get change and to live violence between different genders. In this training, I've learned about WILGA as association formed under local government in 2021. And under this one, we have learned the role and responsibility of local government administrative officers and the role of stakeholders under local government and the role of the community to promote GBV in the community, or to put some preventive measures that can put individuals at risk of the GBV. So as for now, these challenges are mostly available in different 8 counties of Lagos State, and they are going to be corrected by us. As a local government administrative officer, we can know from today the role that we are supposed to play to prevent GBV in the society, in the community, in some of the hard-reach areas, whereby some of the organization cannot reach. Because what is happening in the community at night, organization cannot be aware of it. But as an administrator, you are in contact with the community and you can know mostly what is going on, and you are the right person to make the report to some of the organization, because you are well known to the community, you are always available in the community, and you must to associate with the community to get most of the cases and to report them. My message to the community, we want change, and change will come through awareness. If you are aware, the community, they will get learned, because nobody can learn without information. Nobody can learn without being given the challenges that can put someone at tricks. When you are playing this one, it will lead you to this condition. Second to it, we need to correct our communication skills. In communication skill, most of the people, they create violence through poor communication skills, poor feedback. Although an individual cannot even reach the extent that will lead you to do violence to you through communication, the person can involve some of the things that should not protect you at all. And in case if you just get any violence, physically, emotionally, psychologically, don't keep quiet with it. You need to seek for a help and support by different channel. You can get support with a different organization. We have Alice partners. We have other NGOs that can provide you with the security. We have police officers. All these different sectors, these are the channel of reporting where you can report yourself to be safe, and your message will be confident. Nobody is going to expose your situation or what you have been going through. So this is a message I can give to the community as a local government administrative officer.
نعم، وسمعنا هناك من مارثا الديور برضو بتتكلم للإعلام في ولاية البحيرات مدينة رومبيك في يوم الجمعة في الأسبوع الفات في موضوع بتاع التدريب اللي عملوه لحوالي 60 من النساء، وده طبعا في مجال بتاع العنف القائم ضد النوع. نمشي لفاصل ومنه حنجي نواصل.
The Ministry of Health is conducting a commemoration of African Vaccination Week with rotavirus vaccine, targeting all children aged between 6 to 10 weeks. Take your child to the nearest health center during the African Vaccination Week or the Big Catch-up campaign.
Good morning, Mama Nyandeng.
Good morning, Mama Mercy. Where are you coming from this morning?
I had taken Mercy for rota vaccine at the health center to protect my child against rotavirus diarrhea in infants and children. She was also vaccinated with other routine immunization vaccines at no cost. Is baby Mercy already vaccinated?
Yes, she was vaccinated last month. Does she need to be vaccinated again?
Yes. She needs to be vaccinated with at least 2 doses of rota vaccine at 6 and 10 weeks to be fully vaccinated, immunized, and protected against rotavirus.
Really? I just heard from afar that there will be a vaccination campaign during the African Vaccination Week, but I was not keen enough to get the details.
You know, rotavirus vaccines are effective in preventing diarrhea and deaths in infants and young children. This vaccine has just been introduced this year, 2025. A lot of children were not vaccinated. Some even travel without being vaccinated. I wouldn't want to see any child get diarrhea.
I didn't know that rotavirus is that serious, that it can even cause death.
Yes. Rotavirus is a life-threatening disease caused by the virus. The signs are fever and vomiting, followed by watery diarrhea, and can cause abdominal pain and dehydration. Children who survive may be dehydrated, which can cause serious complications.
Dehydrated or serious complication? Oh, that sounds scary. How can I protect my child from this dangerous disease?
The only way for your child to be safe is when your child and all children in your neighborhood are vaccinated with Rota vaccine.
I will do that immediately. Where can I take my child for these vaccines? Hope it's not late.
No, you are not late. Rota vaccine and all the other routine vaccines are available at all health facilities and designated health centers located in your areas. Tell all your neighbors with children between 6 to 10 weeks to be vaccinated.
I'm glad you told me. I will take my child immediately to the nearest health center for Rota vaccination.
Bring your child to the nearest vaccination site and protect them from rotavirus and vaccine-preventable diseases. This message is brought to you by the National Ministry of Health with support from WHO and UNICEF.
Takum fi Junub Sudan.
Right, and welcome back from the break. You're still listening to the Dawn program here on iRadio, a live broadcast from the capital, Juba. We're still talking about 60 local government administrative officers recently completed a 2-day workshop in Lake State focused on preventing gender-based violence and sexual and gender-based violence in workplaces and also communities. Now, let's listen to Raul Irenge, who's the human rights team leader and acting head of UNMISS field office, who called on participants to actively implement international and regional frameworks ratified by South Sudan for the protection of women and girls. He also urged them in their capacity as civil servants to strongly advocate for robust government actions and uphold civic, political, economic, social, and cultural rights of women and girls throughout the country.
GBV and CRCV prevention and response relevant topic. I first of all welcome this opportunity that UNMISS has created for stakeholders to come together to discuss and exchange experience and mutually enrich each other on subjects of relevance such as the SGBV and CRSV national legal and policy framework enforced in South Sudan, the international and regional framework of the protection for the right of women and girls ratified by South Sudan, the GBV and juvenile court system, the referral pathway, and so on. The knowledge you've attained and for some of you recycle during the interaction of this workshop, combined with your extended experience you had already, now compel you to a greater responsibility in the implementation of the rights and protection on women and girls. And this in your respective capacity of civil servants, of government executive official, of human rights and women rights activists, or simply stakeholders. In my culture, they usually say that when you carry a lamp, you don't hide under your bed in a room, nor do you stand at the back of a marching column. When you carry a light, by the way, you have to make yourself visible to enlighten others and show the way. We therefore expect from you to be more vocal from now on and to always lead processes to explain and teach that the government should comply with its obligation to respect and protect women and girls' rights within the community, within our communities. We further expect that you strongly advocate for the government to put all appropriate measures in place to fulfill on daily basis the civic and political rights, as well as the economic, social, and cultural rights of women and girls in South Sudan.
Right. سمعنا هناك من ممثل بتاع بعثة الأمم المتحدة في جنوب السودان اللي هو راؤول إيرنجي في ولاية البحيرات في زمن التدريب بتاع حوالي 60 من النساء في موضوع بتاع العنف القائم ضد النوع. Now the question we ask, how can local government administrators ensure that women in workplaces and communities are protected from gender-based violence, and what measures should be taken to support their leadership and empowerment? Call us on 0911 or 22986 or you can send a text to 13986 or preferably you can also drop your comments on our Facebook page. كيف ممكن لمسؤولي الحكومة المحلية ضمان حماية النساء في أماكن العمل والمجتمعات المحلية من العنف القائم على النوع الاجتماعي، وما هي التدابير اللي بينبغي اتخاذه لدعم قيادة بدعم وتمكينهم هنا في جنوب السودان؟ اتصل علينا وقدم الرسالة بتاعك وتعليقك وده بيجي بعد الفاصل.
iRadio, with your eye on South Sudan. iRadio, your eye on South Sudan. iRadio.
صوتك مهم أكتر ما تتصور. في كل مرة بتتصل فيه بإذاعة آي راديو، في كل مرة بتشارك فيه وجهة نظرك، وفي كل مرة بتدلي فيه رأيك على الحوار. أنت بتمارس حرية التعبير، أنت بتحمي حرية الإعلام، أنت بتحافظ على حيوية الإذاعة المستقلة، وأنت بتشارك بفعالية في عملية الحوكمة. كثير من الناس ما بيعرفوا، لكن الاتصالات والتعليقات والمحادثات ديل ما مجرد كلام، بل هي أفعال مشاركة عامة، نبض مجتمع حر ومنفتح. بالتحدث أنت بتساهم في محاسبة القادة وإثارة قضايا المجتمع وتشكيل الحوارات الوطنية. بدون صوتك بيصمت الميكروفون. استمر في الاتصال، استمر في الكلام، لأنه لما نتكلم الشعب بتتنفس الديمقراطية.
This is iRadio. When contributing to a topic on the radio, please avoid statements that may incite or promote hate. We encourage constructive points of views and criticisms that aim at providing solutions to problems facing the country. We do not want rumor mongering or information that is regarded as hearsays. We advocate for messages of peace and unity among the people of South Sudan. This is iRadio, your eye on South Sudan.
It's the break of a new dawn, and this is the dawn on iRadio.
نعم، مرحبا بك مرة ثانية، وده الوقت اللي فيه نرفع المكالمات. حلو راديو، حلو راديو. نعم مرة ثانية، واتصل علينا على نفس الرقم 11-222-986-986 وده بيجيبك طوالي في استديوهات اي راديو. بنتكلم في موضوع بتاع العنف القائم ضد النوع وكيف ممكن مجابحة بتاعه. عندنا حوالي 27 دقيقة لرأس الساعة. بعد شوية هنيجي نمشي للبرلمان وحنتكلم في موضوع بتاع أهمية فتح إعادة البرلمان. حنسمع من ناطق بتاع منظمة مجتمع مدني. لكن حسي لو نرفع بعض من المكالمات لرسالتك في موضوع بتاع وضاحات لعملية بتاعة العنف القائم ضد النوع. حلو راديو، حلو راديو، معنا منو؟ نعم المكالمة قاعد يقطع هناك، نرفع مكالمة تاني. حلو راديو، جود مورنينج. alright، الشبكة قاعد ينقطع. حلو راديو.
كيف؟ صباح الخير.
صباح النور.
تمام، معكم عادل من واو.
تفضل عادل.
أنا بشكركم جدا جدا للبرنامج بتاعكم مع اي راديو، وبرنامجكم اللي جايين تعملوه بتاع أنف ضد المرأة ده كويس، لأنه والله ولاية بتاعنا ده ذات فيها صعب، يعني اكتساب بنات وحاجات العشوائية واحترام ما في، والسبب ده برجع للبيت، لأنه الناس ذاته عشان يربوا بناتهم ويربوا أولادهم. أنت لو اتكلمت مع بيت ولا مع ولد بكلام سمع منه سخير وده كويس، لكن الناس بيفكوا عيال ساقط تجوهلا، عيال ماشيين ديجا، عيال ليكس، عيال بتاع، يا هم بيتدوا على بنات وبيتدوا على أجاسين، حتى يوم ما تلقى عمر 70 سنة 80 سنة قاعد شباب يتدعى ده يا جماعة ده كيف ده نهاية الزمن ولا ده شنو عنينا ما قادرين نعرف. وشكرا ده كلامي بس أنا داير برنامج جيد يكون سعيد برنامج جدي عشان يقدم دولة لقدام.
alright. شكرا لك. رسالة بتاعك واصل برضو اي راديو.
Emmanuel, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
David Mugang from Wow.
Yes, welcome.
My brother, when we talk about this issue of GBV, this GBV have categorized into many forms. There are the GBV that have conflict with the culture, like post of marriage, of which in other cultures, some people, they said when the girl is already having what is so-called menstruation, immediately she must be given to any man who is willing to marry. And that one, if these people concerned who have this project of GBB, they should have to look into the problem of that culture, of how to reconcile it with the law or with the bill of GBB. If not, that one will not happen. Number two, those who are committed this problem of GBB are supposed to be trained. Because I have seen now some NGO, they are training only the ladies and the survivors plus the ramp. And those who are the one making the problem are not being involved. And that means the awareness team is supposed to go and teach the village. They are supposed to talk with the traditional leaders. They are supposed to talk with the chiefs, plus these community leaders. If they accepted it, this is where it will work. But if they just make it in the towns and they go, it will not finish. Because it sometimes go with the conflict and the situation of the area. Sometimes it can go with the culture of such tribes or that day state or the region. These are the issues. This problem of GBB is not easy, and it needs attention from the whole country, including the government by itself. If the government is not there taking care of, this one is still become a very big problem in the country, especially it's affecting the children, those who are below 18 years. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. ده ديفيد ماجوج برضو بيقدم تعليق بتاعه هناك في نفس الموضوع. ماذا عن رأيك انت؟ اتصل علينا وقدم مشاركتك. هلو يا راديو. هلو يا راديو. alright، خلينا نمشي لفاصل ده ومنه حنيجي نمشي لموضوع تاني يبدو ان الشبكة قاعدة تنقطع.
راديو لأخبار الموزون اللي تكون بيتمر فوقه من كل جنوب السودان ومن برا جنوب السودان. أسمع تكون لأي راديو أنا تكون في جنوب السودان.
مرحبا بك مرة ثانية. نمشي ونسمع من الناطق أو من المدير التنفيذي لمنظمة تمكين المجتمع للتقدم المعروفة بالسيبو، وهو إدمون يكاني، ناشط بتاع منظمة مجتمع مدني اللي هو بينادي القيادات بتاع من أجل إعادة فتح المجلس التشريعي الانتقالي من زمن قفله في النهاية بتاع السنة الفات حتى الآن ما تم فتح بتاع البرلمان، وفي عدة قضايا اللي من المفترض يتم مناقشة بتاعه. وكمان القلق الثاني برضو في موضوع بتاع البادجت او الميزانيه. الدول بتاع شرق افريقيا هم قدموا الميزانيات بتاعهم، لكن جنوب السودان حتى الان لسه ما عمل الكلام ده. نمشي ونسمع ليكاني هو قال كده.
I would like this opportunity with high respect to speak at my capacity as the president of East African Civil Society Organization to the attention of our leaders in the Republic of South Sudan. Being a president of East African Civil Society Organization from the Republic of South Sudan, we are obliged as a country, as a member state, to East African community to respect standards and systems that make the mechanism and the instrument of East African community to function as a regional body. And one of the concerns I would like to bring to the attention of our leadership is our compliance with enactment of our national budget for the financial year 2025-2026 timely, so that we present it to the attention of the East African community, but also we demonstrate our compliance with our subscription fees and other financial requirements that are needed from us for making our membership in East African community functional or operational, at the same time also making sure that East African mechanism and instruments are functional. But the concern we have is that as we speak by now, our national parliament have not yet reopened in order to undertake the process of the budgetary process for enactment of our national budget for the financial year 2025-2026. And this means a huge harm on us, on our image, on our status as a member state of East African Community. And we are aware that our budget is a very small budget compared to other East African member states, while we are in a post-conflict situation where reconstruction is highly needed. So as a civil society activist and as a president of East African Civil Society, I'm calling upon the leadership of South Sudan at your various capacity to speed up the enactment of our national budget for the financial year 2025-2026. And this is associated with the reopening of the parliament. Therefore, we're calling for an urgent and timely reopening of the parliament, which the parliament will mainly focus on enactment of our national budget for the financial year 2025-2026, so that we saw compliance with the standard of East African Community as national budget enactment and passage and sharing with East African Community is concerned. This is one of a binding principle for the function of East African Community.
هل متفق مع كلام بتاع إدمون ياكاني ولا لا؟ وليه اتصل علينا على 11 986. That's a leading civil society activist there, who is also the president of civil society organizations in East Africa, Edmond Yakani, calling on the leadership of South Sudan to urgently reopen the national parliament to facilitate the timely passage of the 2025-2026 national budget. Now, the appeal came amidst growing concerns that delays demanding, or they are actually rather damaging the nation's image and credibility within the East African community. So Yakani there emphasized the critical importance of budget compliance of South Sudan standing in the regional bloc. He also highlighted that the timely enactment of the budget is essential for meeting the regional requirements and fulfilling financial obligations, including vital subscription fees that ensure the country's membership remains functional. iRadio. Hello, iRadio. iRadio, good morning. يا مريتاني واتصل علينا. Hello, iRadio. Yes.
أنا جاكسون الشركات.
معنا منو؟
معنا جاكسون من الشركات.
جاكسون اتفضل.
Yeah, I think what the country said is very quite genuine and very important. You see, if we are sleeping, still we are going to be removed out from East African community. Because our people do not understand what is the community being brought together as an African community. Because they should have themselves in any form. But as in South Sudan, we don't know what the meaning of it. We are just entering, we don't know the background of East Africa. How did they started and then how did they live up to today? Because still we are still new. There's a lot of the corruption also within us here in South Sudan. We couldn't make our budget properly, and we are going to make something from different communities. That one is very important. They should make sure that they understand and
right. All right, we lost you there on the line. iRadio.
Hi, Honor.
Yes, David, welcome.
Yeah, my brother, I agree with Edmond Yakani for this issue because the budget is for the country. And if it is for the country, the people must have to respect the constitution. The budget of South Sudan is supposed to be debated by the parliament and finalized and signed by the president on 30th of June. Then the first week or date 1 of July, it must be effective so that it can be used. Until May, then the Ministry of Finance should have to make the report. Which one is being used and which one is supplementary budget. By now, our politicians have used the budget for themselves in the state of the country. And this is where we are supposed to complain about the previous budget who have used it, and even the budget now of 2025-2026, the parliament is closed. Who is going now to debate about it because they have a specialized committee. And if this budget is going to be passed by the Ministry of Finance plus the Office of the Vice President for Economic Cluster? Will it be a law? Who will make accountability of? Even though they are being nominated by the political parties, they are still be called parliamentarian representing people in the country. So our request to the government is the parliament need to be open. The budget should have to be debate. No matter there are figures and there is no cash, we should have to know that there is a budget in the country. Number two, when we join East African countries, we should have to follow their system. If not, if we are not going together with them, then we remain independent country without any other union that we are part of. Because we cannot be part of that union and we are not following their rules and regulations of their region. So our government should have to think of this. If they are not doing it, then they should have to recruit those who can be able to do so. Thank you.
All right, thank you. احنا independent في كل الدول independent. اي راديو؟ نعم اي راديو. عود تاني واتصل علينا على نفس الرقم. أهمية فتح بتاع المجلس التشريعي الانتقالي لأنه في عدة من القضايا العالقة اللي بيحتاج لأتنشن أو انتباه بتاع البرلمان. اي راديو.
Yes, I radio. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, I'm Gabriel Ador calling in Gera here.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, thank you. I'm only concerned to the issue of the budget being released by the government of South Sudan without the budget of the physical infrastructure, especially Juba Barkadal Road, the other important road like the road from Juba Numuli Road and then Juba Maridi Road, including that one of J also. So I'm really concerned. What is the use of the budget that has been passed without the budget for the development? So that is what I suppose to ask to the government. If they are really concerned to the people of South Sudan that they have to serve us in different way, like that one for the health and then infrastructure.
Alright, thank you. موضوع بتاع البنية التحتية. اي راديو. هلو اي راديو. أنا مرجع تاني واتصل علينا نواصل ونرفع مكالمات. عندنا حوالي 12 دقيقة لرأس الساعة. موضوع بتاع أهمية فتح المجلس التشريعي الانتقالي. اي راديو.
الو.
يس.
منجز أكيد معك سليمان من هيتراوة.
نعم سليمان.
لا طبعا أكيد أنا ولا بقيت متخير يعني بلد أنا عسى قايد أنا ما ماشي في طريق مجهول. طبعا إحنا أصلا من المفترض برلمان ده كان يتم إعادة فتح حقه من شهر الفات ولا قبل شهر الفات زاده تم إعلان وفي نهاية جينا سمينا قال تم تعجيل بتفتح البرلمان. وبرلمان ده واحد من اللي هو مؤسسات بتاع حكومة، ده واحد من المكونات بتاع حكومة معروف. إننا اللي هو بارلمان وعندنا سلطة القضائية وعندنا سلطة التنفيذية، وبرلمان ده من أهم سلطات المساعدة أي دولة في العالم. قرارات بتاع الدولة كله جاي من برلمان. أصلا عندنا ما في حي إجازة بتاع بجت والناس قاعدين عشان كده من أنا قلت حتى أعداء تانيين زادوا كان موجودين في برلمان دي ما ماشيين في جوبا هنا بكروكات الحسدت أيامات الفاتنة دي بورينا بإنه بلد ماشي لطريق مجهول. يعني شبه كده بلد ده ماشي لطريق مجهول. عشان كده أنا درنا كلمة الحكومة يا جماعة برلمان ده كده فتاو ده سواء من أنه برلمان ده كبير عدده كتير زادوا 550 كيف كان برلمان ده سكر كان أصلا متأكد فتاو، لكن أصلا أعداء كتير تنين سافر برا ما قدر يجي تنين فات وين يا أسا بلد سيقايت وما في أي تحرك من قبل بتاع الحكومة. فأنا بتمنى إنه برلمان ده كده فتاة في أقرب وقت ممكن عشان ويعود دولة زادوا. كان برلمان ما في دولة يعني الناس في برلمان ده يا مثلنا إحنا كلنا كشعب في السودان. شكرا.
Alright سليمان رسالتك واصل. هاي راديو. هلو هاي راديو. مرجع تاني واتصل علينا. هلو هاي راديو. نعم هاي راديو صباح الخير. Alright يبدو هناك الشبكة قاعد ينقطع. نمشي لفاصل ونرجع.
inatakum fi Junub Sudan.
And it's now 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Now, before we wind up our program, today is the Day of the African Child, which was founded in 1991 by the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the Organization of the African Union in memory of the 16th June 1976 student uprising in Soweto, South Africa. Now, at that time, students marched protesting the poor quality education they received and demanding to be taught in their languages. Now, during the protest, hundreds of school children were killed. The Day of the African Child is celebrated to commemorate these children and also the brave action they took to defend their rights. The day also serves to celebrate children of Africa as well as inspire a reflection and action towards addressing the challenges that children in Africa face on a daily basis. Now, the day is celebrated this year under the theme Planning and Budgeting for Children's Rights, Progress since 2010. Now, the question we ask, what do you think needs to be done in South Sudan to ensure that children, especially those in rural areas, have access to quality education and protection of their rights? اتصل علينا على 11 أو 22 986 986. ده طبعا اليوم الطفل الإفريقي وبيحتفلوا به طبعا اللي تم تأسيسه سنة 1991 من قبل مؤتمر رؤساء دول وحكومات منظمة الاتحاد الإفريقي لتخليد الذكرى للانتفاضة بتاع الطلاب في يوم 16 شهر 6 سنة 1976 في سويتو بجنوب أفريقيا. وفي الوقت ده تظاهر الطلاب احتجاجا على رداء بتاع التعليم اللي تلقوه مطالبين بتعليمهم بلغاتهم الأم. وخلال الاحتجاج قتلوا مئات من أطفال بتاع المدارس. السؤال اللي بنطرحه، ما هو في رأيك شنو اللي ممكن يعملوا جنوب السودان لضمان حصول الأطفال وخاصة الناس اللي بيعيشوا في المناطق الريفية على التعليم جيد وحماية حقوقهم؟ اي راديو. Hello, radio.
Yes, Emmanuel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's me, Emmanuel from New Side side.
Emmanuel, تفضل.
اوكي، تحية لك في الاستديو وتحية لكل المستمعين بتاع راديو. فأنا بنناشد حكومتنا يعمل السيستم لكل الطفل جنوبي أو طفل إفريقي. وبعدين حاليا في جوبا الأطفال كلهم متشردين في شوارع. There is no good care for them and there is no center, and that's why we are urging the government to establish a center. To put all those children there and take care of them as we are celebrating the African child today. And we are also urging the church, church also they're supposed to contribute into building the future of those children who are still working on the street, Okay.
All right, thank you for your view. I radio.
It's me, David Mungo from Hong.
Yes, welcome, David.
My brother, when we talk about this issue of the children, first of all, in the Constitution, it said that is what is so-called right to life of the people in the country. After there is right to life, this is where we will come and talk about child right. Because when the people are running away now from their houses to IDP camp, to refugee camp, or whatsoever, then the children will not no longer get the right here. If people don't know even what to eat and what to do, there is insecurity, there is food insecurity and so forth. Then the children by themselves will not even get right. Because the children get right when their fathers are working well, they have everything. This is where they will give right of the child to education, to shelter, to security, to treatment, to section and whatsoever. Everything that the parents can do, take care of their children, it is when there is no problem in the country. So when the children of Africa, especially in South Sudan, the time they are getting to have right to everything, it is when there is peace in the country. When the leadership structure is being shaped up very well and will be a government for the people, not power-sharing government. This is where the children now will get right to education, to everything that they want in their life. If you can see now, those who are running away all the time, from your homes to the bush and so forth until you spend almost 2 to 3 months in the bush. Do you think that those children will get right? They will not. And it is not their mistake to be born in this country. But the problem, we are always blaming our fathers who have really fight for 21 years in this country. The question is, why did they fight for 21 years? Is it only for the people to come and suffer or to enjoy? Thank you.
All right, thank you. رسالة بتاع ديفيد ماجوك برضو واصل على راديو. نعم.
معك فرانكو فريد.
تفضل فرانكو.
نعم انا بقول كده طبعا بمناسبه اليوم العالمي للطفل الافريقي جنوب السودان وهو ما جاهز لهذا الليل لانه اذا لاحظت الاطفال المتشردين في الشوارع بالكثر والاحداث تحصل في مناطق بتاع جنوب السودان ده كل يوم بعد يوم بخلي الناس في الاطفال وفي الاطفال لحد ما الليله ما في تعليم ما في مدارس لان الاطفال ذاته بقوا متحيرين ذاته حيعملوا شنو في انفسهم يبقى الدوله الحكومه المفروض جنبه هو تحقيق الكلام. الحكومه اذا مثلا عايز انه الاطفال دول يكونوا اطفال المستقبل يبنوا مستقبلهم كويس المفروض الدوله يحاول قدر الامكان يطبق الكلام اللي حصل الواقع عشان يكون في استقرار ويكون في تعليم الجنوبي. لكن هذه الحالات الطفل الجنوبي بقى متشرد. الطفل الجنوبي بقى هو متحير بنفسه. انا شايل همه في مفرغ امه توفى، ابوه توفى، البان ما ولا عمام ولا خلان. بقى بيشرد في قاعده الادغال في احراج. ما في زي بيجيب خبر. ما في تعليم، ما في مدارس، ما في معلمين، ما في مرتبان للمعلمين ولا معلمين ذاته. يبقى ما نقدرش كده. نحن المفروض الدوله يحاول بقدر الامكان يضع الاستراتيجيه بتاعته خاصه في موضوع التعليم. حتى الامتحانات مرحله ثانيه ما تم التصحيح بتاعه العديد من الليله لانه في عكس وما قادرين يقولوا الكلام ده. فده مشكله كبيره. فده الدوله يحاول يعني يفكروا كويس انه البلد ده هيمشي. شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا لك Franco Sabit لمشاركة بتاعك. Thank you all for your contributions. We'll leave it there for today. We've come to the end of the Dawn edition. Do join us again tomorrow morning at the same time to get the latest on what's happening in South Sudan and also beyond the borders. Up next, news in Arabic on behalf of the Dawn team, Paulino Akile, Darlington Moses and producer Barry Johnson. This has